people are now being... And you remember in this program about 2 years ago, I said we're approaching the level of Afghanistan. So every news now is 200, 100 kidnapped. This is the normal news in Nigeria. And tell me how a president will go from India to Dubai to New York, asking people to come and invest where? You would have expected that this president would have sat down, looked at the Nigerian problem. What is the iPod problem? What is it that they are demanding? There's nothing dialogue cannot sort out. And Buhari dumped this boy for the past how many years in cell? That is the legacy of Buhari. No discussion, military, this. They are in everybody everywhere in this country now. Is that the peace? Is that the environment where investors will bring in their money? So I find it difficult really to know where we're going. If Nnamdi Kanu is released today, there will be 90% peace in the southeast. A lot of people are carrying out criminal activities on the basis of the fact that he's being detained unjustly. If you hear that he's released today, that part of the country would have had some level of peace. And then we can attach our attention to Boko Haram and bandits and herdsmen and what have you. So, but if you don't have a government that is sitting down to have a proper analysis of what the problems are, then it is difficult to know what to do. But I'm interested in what happens in the southeast now. And the problem in this country today is insecurity, insecurity, insecurity. Have you determined how you want to follow it? This is why I'm making effort. You know, there are things I discuss with Kanu I cannot make public because I've been running around the whole of the southeast. Every Monday I'm in one state or the other to know how far, you know, the implementation of, you know, to stop stay at home. And it's catching up. A lot of banks in Enugu, for instance, banks have opened up. A lot of shops open up. You know, we use a lot of methods to get to people. But he's worried that his agitation for fairness for his people does not involve our people and ourselves. And I think that is the most worrisome part of what he's passing through. For instance, look at the government of Buhari. Look at the appointments he made. And it's happening in this same government. 90% of everything that concerns finance in this country goes to Southwest. People are complaining everywhere, not just now in the East, the whole of the North. The Fulani areas are complaining that you don't make government to be a private business. You don't know what problems that we develop even further. As we're discussing what is going on, people deliberately create more problems. How can one zone have Minister of Finance, Internal Revenue, Central Bank Governor, Post Authority, every component in where the major resources of the country comes out from? One section of the country takes it over. And you think others will go to sleep? There's a limit to which the sleeping dog will lie. So these are problems we inflict on ourselves instead of being fair and just to every section of this country so that there will be peace. They don't want to do it. Why? So what I'm saying is that the problem in the southeast did not exacerbate before now, because now criminals have taken over. Kidnapping is good business. They catch you 1 or 2, 3 millions will part from your family purse. So if they are lucky, they escape, they eat the money. And it's going around the whole country.
So thank you very much, sir. There is one thing I want to say. One of the reasons why the government is worried about releasing Nnamdi Kanu, I can tell you, is possibly that maybe they are worried that if they release him, the agitation may get escalated. And let me tell you the gospel truth. Since I grew up, I've never seen a problem as easy to solve as the issue of the agitation in the southeast. I've never seen a problem as easy to solve as that. But yet, this government, both Buhari and this one with them now, they just make the thing look like it is impossible to fix. It is impossible to solve. First and foremost is that Bola Ahmed Tinubu, if he wants to succeed, because every king wants to succeed, wants his reign to be remembered for good. And one of the major qualities of a good king is the ability to listen to everybody. The solution you look for to all the problems that is affecting Nigeria today might be in the hand of one madman somewhere. So you must be ready to listen to everybody. It is not by power, not by might. It is wisdom. Leadership have a lot to do with wisdom. And that is why you must continue to consult people, ask questions until you get to the root of the problem. Now, they might be worried that if they release Nnamdi Kanu, what if the agitation begins to come up again and then everybody, the country will become disorganized and all of that? Yes. I think this is why everybody is pointing finger at dialogue. See, if you want to know how to solve all the problem of this country, the president must be ready to delegate people from each state or each local government to visit all the kings in all the villages where insecurity is happening. Tell the kings to invite all their council members. They will tell you all the things you need to know about the issues of the insecurity. They will name the families that own some of the people they know. They will tell you everything happening. Get all those information, return it back to the National Council, and they look at it, deliberate on it properly, then draw your conclusion on the best way to approach this matter. The solution to Nigerian problem, security problem is not in the barracks. It is not in the defense HQ. It is in the hands of the grassroots leaders that know each and every one of the people involved in all these things happening. I'm talking about across country now. But when you go to the southeast, you meet all the kings, they will clearly tell you that the people who are, all the things you people are complaining about, that these are our children. They will even point the fathers, the families of everybody. These are our children. And they can't disown them. This is why they are angry. Somebody is angry over something, and then the best way you want to approach it is with another anger. You end up destroying. And anything you do here is called implosion, because we are destroying ourselves. So the government must be ready to listen to everybody and must be ready to adhere. Dialogue is unharmful, is cheap, is affordable, is easy. Within a week, you are almost done with the argument and all the whole negotiation and everything. You reach a particular conclusion. It was done during the time of Yaradua with the Niger Delta militants. And they talked about amnesty, and that's what ended Niger Delta attack, pipeline bombing and everything. Why didn't Yaradua continue the way of Obasanjo, deploying military and all of that? He knew that, no, dialogue is cheaper. So all the money we used to buy weapons and exhaust on military, this and then our men are lost every day. Why don't we approach peace? Meet with the leaders of these villages, these communities, discuss with them. They will call their children to order. That one of Southeast is not even a problem. I don't want to talk about that one, because that one is not a problem. The government knows what to do, and they should just do it quick before it's too late. The other part of Nigeria, they know how to approach it. They should reach out to the people in the core villages, in the grassroots. Get all the information you need. You know where and how to approach all these matters. And bring the insecurity in Nigeria cannot take more than 3 years. You end it to zero, bring it to zero. It's possible. We can do it.